This is the Hypothetically Sound podcast,
hosted by Alec, Randy, and Xavier,
where we take a hypothetical look at the world around us,
exploring the what ifs, maybes, and how comes.
Join in on the unfiltered, raw, and real conversations
as we explore the world around us. Thank you guys for tuning into the episode. This episode, we do talk about some wild things. So if you are listening to this on some type of speaker that is not in your ears, make sure that someone, whoever may be listening, is aware of where this episode might go. We're talking about sex with mermaids. So
yeah, of age, stuff like that, because it's definitely not stuff you want kids hearing.
Welcome back to Hypothetically Sound.
Welcome back to Hypothetically Sound.
Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you for tuning in.
Today we're tuning.
Things are happening. We're all live. We're doing live. So, thank you guys for tuning in to another Mythical Creatures episode. This one, everybody, we're talking about mermaids or mermen or merpeople. Like, we're inclusive.
For sure. But mermaids.
Mermaids. So obviously mermaids are mermen, merpeople are all known mostly nowadays from movies. A Little Mermaid, a bunch of Disney movies, things like that. But mermaids, for people who don't know, they go back to like ancient mythologies. So mermaids have been around for a long time. There was one, like they're seen as sea gods. The biggest hype they got were from pirates and other sailors who would be stuck on the ocean for months to years on end. And stories are that they would see these mer people in the water and they would either A, help them, seduce them, or B, attack them with magical powers. What do you guys know about mer people?
I know that I'm afraid of them. They scary. Okay, so like a siren, right, is just like an evil mermaid that mastered the art of seduction.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't tell me you live in something that cold and your heart ain't that cold either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in any good mermaids. All right, fuck that shit.
Why would they have to learn the art of seduction?
To fuck bitches and eat and get food and stuff, like, because they eat humans. So I'm assuming,
kill people. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So like, it's terrifying. They're terrifying.
So my take on it always was back to the whole pirates thing. For the longest, I thought it was only pirates is where it kind of originated from. Mainly because definitely, much like everything, in those scenarios where people were stranded or stuck at sea or at sea for a long time, definitely having some stories to give hope or give energy to people, things for people to look forward to, because a lot of the time I don't think it was ever looked at in a negative light, right? Mermaids or anything like that. It was always like, oh, they lead to treasure, or slaying them.
Mermaids mermaids are good versus sirens are bad, and mermen.
By slay, I don't mean kill either, by the way. So I just want to make that clear.
I do want to bring up, this is going to be a kind of an explicit episode later on anyways.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit more than before anyways.
Yeah. So as you're saying, like, you will recognize mermaids from pirates, and that's where like for most people thought pirates would be. So a little history, a little information real quick before we get into some weird questions about mermaids. The folklore and mythology around mermaids and merpeople span like worldwide. Great Britain and Ireland have their own. Scandinavians have it. Western Europe, Eastern Europe, China, Korea, Japan, Hinduism, Africa, the Roman Empire had them. Like I said, they were seen as gods. Not Zeus, but who's Zeus's brother? Who's in the water? Why can't I think of the name?
Poseidon.
Who is it, Poseidon, thank you.
Yeah.
Poseidon is technically a mermaid, but is also a god. So, like, mermaids have been around probably as long as anything else that we've talked about today. Vampires, the whole nine. Like, they're in mythologies for a long time. The interesting one I find, and I don't know why I find it interesting, is that Africa has a mermaid story. Like, when you think of Africa, you don't think of
No,
like
you think
even
like,
though they're surrounded by the ocean completely, you don't think of ocean stories in Africa. You think of Sahara and deserts and open plains.
Right.
So
Right.
I think it's cool that they have it, and I guess their mermaids were known as Njuzu, Njuzu, and they believe they were solitary and occupied one body of water at a time,
Oh yeah, for sure. But they
and
have
they
to be
were
really
evil.
rare. Oh, interesting. Evil.
Yeah, benevolent and malicious.
yeah, dude. I think all mermaids are evil, dude. I think the Little Mermaid it was created by mer people to trick people into coming and looking for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the plot thickens.
Walt Disney was on some bullshit, you know.
Back to you were talking about sirens earlier. I read something at one point that was pretty interesting. That sirens were first conceived having an appearance of a bird head in early Greek.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Probably explains the singing portion of their lore. To be honest,
yeah,
yeah,
singing bird, yeah. And so I have a theory on why sirens became. So mermaids, at least in sailing, were always seen as a sexual object.
yeah.
And so mermaids singing, and it was seen as seduction, and they brought sailors to them. And in a messed up man world, as we all know the world is, if mermaids were a thing, the sailors would do everything in their power to have sex with them because they're being seducted into it. And I think at some point that was the goal of sailing, was they were going to go find mermaids and do these terrible things to them, rape them, force them to do things. And that turned them into sirens. They got angry. They became malicious towards any human because that's what they're experiencing.
yeah.
And so they use their music to draw people in to attack them and do the same thing. Like, you're not telling me these sirens, like, they weren't just going to kill you. They were going to torture you. They were going to rape you. They were going to do everything back to you.
Oddly enough, this is a weird transition. Oddly enough, that kind of leads into my first question here. All right, boys. So you got to fuck a mermaid, right? Would you rather the mermaid be top half human, bottom half fish, or top half fish, bottom half human? Are you going for the fishy, or are you dealing with the fish or the fish face in your face? You know what I'm saying?
Fish face, because they can still have human-like qualities, and it's depicted in some media or video games, like fish people that still have quite a lot of human-like qualities.
Yeah, I would probably human bottom, fish top. One, I'm not trying to navigate fish bottom and holes and gills, and I'm cool trying to navigate. I already have enough difficulty navigating the human body.
Oh no!
All right. Now, just to spice it up a little bit,
we're not getting humanoid.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm doing human top. Anyways, so there's nothing to it. I just like, because in my head I can't see a humanoid fish. I only see like a fucking sardine body. You know what I'm saying? Like a sardine top. In my head, that's all I see is like human legs with a sardine top. Do I need to draw it for you?
Avatar looking not Avatar, but like Skyrim, like, because I'm pretty sure there's like more like human.
Because if we're talking like that, then her bottom half would just be two legs, right? But no, we were assuming that it's going to be like a fishtail, right? So that means I have to assume that the top half is going to be matching the fishtail. There's not interchangeable like that. You know what I'm saying? But at least you guys, with the top, at least you guys got the weird fish mouth to go with, I guess. Like,
oh god.
Anyways,
I've always wanted to make out with a fish.
So if it is like how I said it, where it's like her fish bottom is matching their fish top. Are you still going top?
Yeah.
You
guys are just gonna fuck a sardine with legs, huh? You guys are fucking weird.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I don't body shame.
Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get deep in that. Like, Rand's like, I don't want to navigate. She can just tell me, right?
Jokes on you.
I guess communication.
They don't have one. Jokes on you. They don't have one. They lay eggs, and then you germinate the eggs.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I
So,
just get
you know,
toppy. I don't have to worry about the fish part. I just get
I
toppy.
guess.
Yo, that's fine. It's fine. It's easy, dude. Jesus, it's not even that bad. Anyways, you still going for the fish top?
Yeah,
Same.
I like
Also, does that mean because of the fish top they have gills and not like regular lungs? You got to do it underwater as well, or at least they have to be somewhat under submerged. And
Yeah,
now
just
what's,
go
the
to the hot
what's the
tub.
problem with that? You just dunk them in a bucket of water during the whole time.
People use paper bags. Just shoot a bucket of water.
Yeah. Make a custom helmet.
they can't talk either. They're just like
Perfect. Then you can go to the top.
Yeah, they're
for a second
underwater
too,
anyway.
dog.
Yeah, so what the fuck? You wouldn't be able to hear it.
Just go.
Wouldn't you be
top
kind of
too.
scared if like bubbles started coming up or bubbles stopped coming up? Like, what if you assume the gills are for water and they're not? You just drown the bitch.
And I'm going to prison for murder.
Like the gills advanced to be for air instead of water, like air only.
I think
Hey,
there'd
you
be
just
signs
drowned 'em.
beforehand that that's
Yeah,
a problem.
I would hope she
Bubbles,
would
you just see the
be
bubbles.
flopping.
You're like, damn,
Water,
she's crazy.
legs flailing.
She's crazy. What a freak. What a freak.
Oh fuck, this should be crazy.
Whew.
Hey, this is a weird conversation, by the way. What sprung this upon you to want to
No,
bring this upon,
It's an
will
age-old-
this into
it's-
existence?
it's a age-old question, honestly.
Age-old question.
Yeah, for sure. Because let's be honest, if you're a sailor back in the day and you hear these myths of mermaids, you're telling me someone's like, how do we know that the half fish part is, the bottom half?
Yeah, well, that
I'm just saying, right? Like someone had to question it, right? And so it's an age-old question.
no, but I'm just saying, why did it have to go to? You know what? Never mind.
That's fine. That's
You
fine.
wouldn't understand.
Anyways, question number 2. I mean, I do, but like,
No,
I
you
don't
wouldn't.
understand
You
why
wouldn't.
it's such
You
a
wouldn't.
big deal.
It all goes over your head, man.
Okay, you're right. You know what doesn't go over my head? A fish.
That's
fine.
You don't know that.
I hope so. Okay, second question. We're on an island. We each rent our own little speedboat. We're, on vacation, chilling in the Bahamas and shit, going around. All of a sudden, we hear some singing. We all stop our boats. We all look at each other kind of distance. There's a mermaid. What do you do?
I'm going towards it.
I played Sea of Thieves, so I'm getting the fuck out.
I too.
You don't know if that's the leader or not, and if that's the leader, they come to whoop your ass.
Yeah, I
not only is she calling you, she's calling other people.
Probably.
I'm taking the chance that the little mermaid is real, and she just wants to have some feet and come onto the land with me and live happily ever after.
What are you gonna do? Give her your little toes? You want some feet?
Yeah, but
some big toes.
Here's the bigger thing. Like, how are you gonna do that? I mean, that wouldn't even. It wouldn't even be. I mean, I guess the fact that
he stops the boat, reaches out his hand, and goes, "I can show you the world." Okay. And then she's like, "Wrong movie, asshole!" And it's like,
and then it's an intelligent being that watches entertainment just like us. It's so perfect.
I guess in this world, the fact that that's even happening, I guess, yeah, whatever. I think I'd run up and drop kick her ass back into the water while Rand's trying to talk to her.
All right,
and I'd be like, "No, Rand, you're gonna thank me later. I just saved your life."
Weird. Okay, weird question number 3, the final one. So you chilling, you meet a cutie mermaid girlfriend, right? You fall in love, but she can't survive without water. Do you build a whole ass aquarium in your house so you guys can live together?
So
it has to be fucking.
Is this like that movie Fish?
Sure, I don't know.
Woman falls in love with the thing in the fish tank. I've never seen it, but
yeah, it'll be like that, I guess. Yeah. Are you willing?
If it's true love, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be willing? Anyone who.
I mean, honestly, I would build a bubble like Sandy down on the bottom of the ocean, so she can go swimming out. I put on a little.
She's gonna live in a little dome down there.
Exactly. Sandy had it right. She fell in love with SpongeBob.
I think she moved there before she met SpongeBob, but sure.
Yeah.
What kind of fan fiction shit are you? What the hell?
Yeah,
hold on.
Wait, Andy, come on.
What's yourself? You just exposed yourself. What's
your headcanon with Sandy and SpongeBob, Rand?
They're married happily ever after and have little sponge squirrels.
Sponge squirrel.
Little sponge squirrel.
What does that look like? Can you describe to me what you
A
think
squirrel with a sponge tail.
So it's a regular squirrel,
body of a,
but it has the tail of a sponge.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You don't think it'd be a sponge body with the tail of a squirrel?
Nah, that's not useful.
Or like it looks like a squirrel, but it's like yellow and it has full of
Porous
holes. Like,
is he?
Yeah, like SpongeBob.
But that wouldn't be good because you wouldn't want that on a mammal to have a porous body like that.
Well, is it even a mammal at that point?
I mean, technically, yes. If we're talking, if you mix a black and a white person, they're both black and white. You mix a fucking squirrel and a SpongeBob.
That's not how that works.
Squirrel and a SpongeBob.
I can go in the doctor. I can go in the doctor and check off the black on the race thing, and they won't say nothing. But if I check just white, they go, "Excuse me, sir, this is incorrect." And it's like, well, technically, it's more correct, right?
Yeah. Really? Because I've been able to do that before, and
I've tried it 3 times in my life. Yeah.
Holy shit!
And I've been told no. All
you
different.
Think maybe it's just your doctors that you're
at? Probably. They all rich and white, so and kind of older. Except for my last one who did my knee, he was younger and he was kind of a dick until after the surgery, and then he was cool, which made zero fucking.
Probably because he was like, "Oh, I fucked up a little bit."
I hope.
Okay. So we got a question. For you guys.
Or maybe maybe he thought you really weren't having a big problem.
Yeah. No. To be fair, all doctors think that I'm faking it for the most part until they scan it.
I think most doctors, for most people, because the opiate crisis and everything like that was such a big thing.
Yeah, I look like a bum and a druggie, so that's fair.
So, let's say you were born and you were really good at swimming.
Okay, so was I not born?
It's a different universe. Universe.
Okay.
You're born and you're really good at swimming, and you're captain of your swim team. You can hold breath for a while, and people are super excited. And then you turn 13, and you find out you are a mermaid.
Is this a movie, Randy?
Yes.
What movie?
Some Disney Channel movie, like 13 Wish or something like that. He's really good swimming, and he finds out he has to choose what he's going to do. So, are you guys going to go live fully as a mermaid or live on land as not a mermaid?
Like, I have a choice. Like, if I just decide not to go in the water,
you could go live with your dad, who's a mermaid.
But do you get no benefits and no negatives between the two? Is it just like you go to the sea, you get gills, you live underwater, that's it, and then so there's no negative or positive to choosing?
You can't. Once you leave one society, you can't go back to it. So if you choose to stay as a human,
can I check out the Mermaid Society before
No,
like, do I? So I get to spend 13. I get to spend 13 years
as
with these bullshit humans, but I don't get to see if they live in like lavishly down there.
Yeah,
like what if I go down there and they're living in a fucking sunken ship and everything's all moldy and shit? All fucking
as you get closer to turning 13, gills start, and you had to make the decision.
So if you just make the gills just stop forming?
Yep. If you make the decision, your body just transforms to either one.
Bro, you tell me I don't get like a day to go look at the fucking mermaid thing.
Well, yeah, you find out like 2 days before your birthday.
Okay, so he's like, oh, you're a mermaid. I was like, okay, let me go check out. Let me see this mermaid life real quick. And if it's like, again, living lavish, I'm staying with the mermaids. If not, I'm not going. Fuck that, dude. Why the fuck would I want to be underwater that long?
Honestly, even if it's not, I'd probably do the mermaid thing.
Just leaving your family behind like that, all your friends.
What family? What friends?
Yeah, wait, half your family's in the water.
Yeah, half your family's in the water, and they're probably cooler. Okay, because they're fucking mermaids.
To be different, I'm also going and being a fucking mermaid. What?
Also, the reason why you exist isn't fair. Because how would you even exist if they wouldn't have been able to reproduce if one of them picked the mermaid at the end of the day?
I don't know. He fucking became
maybe your father. He got bottom half man, top half fish.
So you don't like. Yeah, you do get the like in the movie at least. Like when they come on land, like they get feet, and then when they go in the water, like they get.
Hold on. So wait, so he comes up.
Transform freely, then.
He comes up to me and he's like, "You can't come back to the society." Like, nigga, you was right here telling me this on my land.
Yeah. Your parents get these things where they can do whatever they want, but then can't do the same thing.
Is it because I'm a minor? Like
sure.
at the age of 18, can I just be like, well, I'm gonna go?
Yeah, you can fucking break the rules. Yeah, 18, you can break the rules.
Then I'm gonna go fucking live with the mermaids.
But
the
if
fuck?
they're gonna leave. Like you can't go back. They're not gonna accept you back.
Dude, they're not gonna know I'm a fucking mermaid. What do you mean they're not gonna accept me?
No, the mermaids won't accept you back.
But how would they accept? How would they accept the father back to begin with anyway?
Because your dad was special. He was the king.
I'm special. I'm a prince.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about the prince because the king's still alive forever. They
That
live
doesn't
forever.
make sense. I'm a prince. I get to do what I want too.
Dog. That's not how it works. Princes can be remade.
Your logic got destroyed, and now you're trying to backtrack. Nuh-uh, sir, not today. We're gonna be living lavish with the mermaids until it's not lavish, and then we're gonna go back to mainland until that fucking sucks again.
And for everybody saying that mermaids don't exist, there's no proof. Apparently, in 2009, a dozen different people reported seeing mermaids leaping out of Hoffa Bay. And in 2012,
where's Hoffa Bay at?
I don't fucking know.
Probably the capital of dolphins.
Israel. In Israel, sorry. And then in 2012, 2 construction crews in Zimbabwe were working and said they had to stop working because mermaids ran them out the site.
Yeah, they just wanted to come up with some crazy ass excuse not having to work. Yeah, come on.
And they in Zimbabwe. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, what the fuck? They can literally say, yeah, the tree farted and yeah, you won't be able to prove it, but it farted and it was toxic. Can't work.
Well, this was a wild episode.
Yeah, what the hell happened here?
It went some places.
Yeah, thanks, Alec. Weird ass dude.
Welcome. You're welcome.
So it's that time, Alec.
Yeah. So shout out to the real life mermaids, the people who train and then wear those what I assume is super uncomfortable like swimwear that gives them a tail just to make some kids smile.
Those people are dope. I've seen a couple videos on them.
They train real hard. I could never do that shit, dude. That shit.
They can hold their breath for like 2 minutes and shit too. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen them, Xavier? Real life mermaids?
Yeah, there's people who like their job is to be a mermaid.
These ones are, Xavier. Don't worry about it. It goes over your head. Don't worry.
And with that, you guys know the drill. You can find us anywhere podcasts can be found. We want to shout out you guys one more time, people listening right now.
Yeah,
because of you, we are currently ranked number 2 in all of science fiction podcasts on Good Pods. So not just indie podcasts, but all podcasts. Thank you guys. I'm pretty sure we're going to reach number 1 because you guys are amazing. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. It's been a great journey so far. We have a couple more episodes left of our Earth's Mysteries and Wonders series. And then we are moving to anime to talk about that for a while because the 3 of us love anime. And maybe by listening to us, you'll start to love anime too if you don't already. So thank you guys again for tuning in.
I do just want to pause.
Yeah.
Before we leave it. I want to leave it on this too. The gender of mermaids or mermen in some cultures was never depicted. Was it ever really depicted in European standards whether or not they really were female or male?
I think it was assumed female because it said maids at the end.
So in Western Europe, a freshwater mermaid-like creature for European folklore is the mesomane, but it says this is she. Scandinavian mermaid's message is recognized as legend.
I know for Japan culture, it was never depicted as to which gender. It was more like a yokai, or just like a human without a torso.
Yeah. So I think where like God is in place, like especially like Middle Eastern and things like that, sex isn't that important. Scylla's considered a... Oh, okay, no, Scyllas were just creatures around sirens. Okay. For a second, I thought they were saying Scylla was a mermaid. I'm like...
Mermaid as well. Wait, what? Yeah, I just thought I'd leave it on that. You can always edit that in somewhere else too. But it's something to think about. So
no, definitely. Cool. So thank you guys. And until next time, deuces.
Bye. Nigga, what was that? Why'd you hung up? Wait, no one's telling anything. You just hung out for no reason.
Oh, you better chill out. What?
Oh yeah.
Do it, Randy. You're gonna do it.
Wait, Randy, what the hell are you doing? That was weird.
Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you enjoyed the episode. All episodes can be found at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, as well as on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. For full unedited video versions of the podcast, please visit us at youtube.com/hypotheticallysound.